the institutions and the NCAA and all these things are looking at it as, and all the collectives are looking at it as like, well, these are the generators, right? Like college football right now, I would argue, is the second most popular sport in America after the NFL. And
yeah.
yeah, so like if you're a school, you're like, yeah, if I'm Florida State, I'm gonna pump up the Seminoles football team, and maybe that comes at the expense of a golf team. Maybe that comes at the expense of swimming or the Olympic sports. So I think from that perspective, do you think that we're going to start to see like a privatization even of some of these sports, or like what do you think is the outcome there, or is it a situation where these colleges don't even fund these sports anymore?
That's a great question. When you talk to some collective directors, really think that football might break off entirely and become a system almost like the NFL, where it's like a younger version of the NFL because it has so much need right now for funding from collectives, which frankly are here to stay because those collectives aren't going to be taking that money within the university because it has to be beholden to Title IX if it's coming from the university. They think football might break off, or they think, that they're, with the NCAA and the Power Fives being required to put in this funding as part of the settlement, it has to come from somewhere. So that is, if they focus more on the revenue generating sports and less on the others, that could definitely be an impact. And I had one NIL collective director tell me, well, why should I care about women's sports if they're not generating revenue like football? Like, why should I put this settlement money into there? And it's like, well, you're ignoring the fact that they've been underfunded and underpromoted for decades. If we had given women's basketball March Madness moniker and put the games on ABC, even 10 years ago, I think we would be seeing similar numbers to what we are now. But so it creates this sort of continued haves and have-nots of the college athletic space. And it's I can't imagine being like a golf player and seeing good things in the future for that.